They came to Megan asking like, hey, I want to turn this into a vacation rental, but there was an issue with parking. Talk a little bit about that and how it was like about to not be a thing, and then you made it a thing. Hey Newberg, how are you? As always, great to see your smiling faces. I'm here today with Megan Carter from Lifestyle Properties, the only local vacation rental management company in town. I'm gonna have Megan talk to you about what Lifestyle Properties does, anywhere from working directly with tourists to the owners of these properties. So let's talk first about you. What's your background? You grew up in the area?
I'm a local, born and raised here in Dundee. Graduated from Newberg High. After school, I decided to get into hospitality. And in order to do so, I felt like I had to leave Oregon. Right before I left, they were building the Allison, which was really exciting for myself because I knew that we had a future in wine country. Worked in some fancy resorts in Denver and in California. And after being gone for 6 years, I decided that it was time to move back. And after I got to know the local lodging pulse out here in the Willamette Valley, I decided to start my own business and get into vacation rentals since that industry had not been tapped into yet.
Did you leave thinking that you might end up elsewhere, or did you know that you're coming back here?
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure if I would make it back, but this was where my friends and family were, as well as the love of my life, and so I kind of had a feeling that I would end up back home if everything could work out and my future could be here. And it happened, and I did get my love of my life.
Win, win, win.
Yes, everything worked out.
So Megan, let's talk a little bit about Lifestyle Properties, what you guys do, maybe spend a little bit of time on what you do for tourists, and then how that benefits the owners, and then everything that you do for them.
Yeah, of course. So my philosophy behind Lifestyle Properties is experiential stays for clients. So I'm really hoping that guests leave the valley feeling like they get to walk away with something very special that they haven't seen elsewhere. We help our travelers book wine tours, restaurant reservations, really unique experiences of bike tours, horseback riding, helicopter tours, or hot air ballooning, so that they can really truly experience everything that the valley has to offer. Another cool thing that I'm trying to accomplish with the vacation rentals is also bringing local businesses inside. We partner with a local coffee roaster, so the guests check in, they have local, fresh, delicious coffee in the morning, cream as well. All of our houses, we are working on partnerships for wineries, so guests get to come in with a complimentary bottle, which is nice. And all the way down to our soaps in our bathroom that are being locally made in Carlton. So it's really cool to add all these local products in the home that guests get to enjoy, as well as we get to work with these awesome local businesses.
So let's talk about for people who want to own a vacation rental.
What our goal is to be able to help homeowners with everything that they need. So we offer all-inclusive property management. We're going to help homeowners with everything from finding them the right real estate agent, as well as helping them to pick the right property. And then we go all the way, dive into helping homeowners style the property for what tourists are really looking for. We have a full maintenance team, we have a housekeeping team. We really take care of everything for our homeowners so they don't have to think about anything or struggle to find all the services and the resources that they're going to need when they do launch their home.
That's awesome. So it really creates like a hands-off experience for the owner. You guys should even be the first stop for someone who's interested in purchasing a property, because you can kind of guide them step by step from beginning to getting it operational.
Absolutely. Right? I definitely think that when people decide and they commit that they want to have a vacation rental, you need to decide, are you going to take care of it yourself, or are you going to need somebody to help you with that? And if you are going to want to partner with a management company to help you through those challenges, definitely find the company prior to purchasing so that you can make sure that you're comfortable with them and that they're going to meet the needs that you're looking for, and how you want your home to be cared for, and how you want your guests that are coming in to be treated while they're there.
That's great advice, because I could see someone purchasing a property, getting it ready just in the nick of time, maybe deciding that they're gonna do it themselves or hire the first company that they come across, which hopefully is you, but if they're unfortunate and that isn't the case, they may have a bad experience with that and then get out of it altogether.
Yeah, there's truly a lot that goes on with what we do for vacation rental management. So much more than people even realize and know to think about when it comes down to what are the local laws or what are the local lodging taxes and how do I report them and how do I pay for those. So every city we have to register vacation rentals to make sure that they meet the town's laws. So there's so much to it that a property manager is going to be able to help you through those challenges and make sure that they point you in the right directions.
You know, maybe there's someone here that's like, I want to purchase a vacation rental or something that I've considered doing. What would be your like top 3 tips, aside from coming to you first, that you would give them?
The first 3 things that I always tell people is know what you want out of your vacation rental. Are you having this for income and you're just looking for a business, or are you actually going to want to come and enjoy it yourself? So what do you want to experience when you're in your destination? That way you can have an idea and you pick the right property that you're looking for ideally. Next thing is definitely find out what the local laws are. Every city is going to have different local laws for vacation rentals, whether your house can even be permitted, does it meet all the requirements. So make sure to dive in to find out what the state, county, and local laws are for the property that you are looking at. And then third, you're going to want to think about the seasonality of the business of tourism. So for the Willamette Valley here, our major busy season is going to start in May. It's Oregon Wine Month. And then we end in November after Wine Country Thanksgiving. If you're going to launch a property, are you going to be ready for busy season? Or do you need to wait till the next season to actually capture the revenue that you're looking for? If you're needing it for an income property, make sure to time that very right with your season so you make sure you can make your payments.
One of the cool things that Megan was telling me off camera and the way that she was able to help out one of her vacation rental owners, I thought was a really cool story that I want her to share. There was a house that this couple had purchased, and then they came to Megan asking like, hey, I want to turn this into a vacation rental, but there was an issue with parking. And so talk a little bit about that and how it was like about to not be a thing and then you made it a thing.
Absolutely. We got a call from a great couple in Newburgh that just bought their first vacation rental. They're ready to start flipping it, and it was a year plan of renovations for this property. And they called me up, they're so excited, and they just tell me like, this is the house, and I put it into Google and I look at the address and I say, oh no, there's no parking. You have to have 2 parking places. This house was on such a small piece of property that there wasn't even room to put a driveway in. It just happened to pop up that within days of having this conversation with these homeowners that the house right next door came on market for sale. So I quickly shot them a message and let them know that, hey, this is a way to get creative and crafty. Are you interested in buying another property? Usually not everybody would say yes, but these homeowners were looking to have their own collection out here. So they did jump at the opportunity. They were able to salvage the first purchase and still turn that home into the vacation home that they desired. We were able to work with the city to get a driveway and put in and an easement so that we can have a vacation home at those spots for the next years to come.
Great ways to get creative.
Yeah.
And again, that's really why it's best, not just in this situation, like any situation, consult with someone who knows what they're doing, who's had experience, because there's just like a wealth of knowledge there, and there's so many variables at play, and you may know like the tip of the iceberg, but just under that, I mean, it's a cliche example, but it's true. Like there's just so much more at play that you have to deal with, and that's where a professional like Megan would be able to help you out.
Also, I did want to throw out there that we do have some links to all of the local cities with their regulations on our website. So if you do come over to lifestylepropertiesoregon.com, head on over to the property management tab, and you'll find all those links so you can access the information for yourself as well.
Now, the other cool thing you were saying that you do is you partner with local like chefs and artists and and wineries to offer some pretty cool experiences. Talk about that for a second.
We have private chefs that we work with that will come in and they'll cook your meals, yoga instructors that will come out and teach a yoga class, art studios that will come in and do a paint night, and you get to do a cup and easel. It's really cool to be able to experience the valley in the home as well if you don't want to always go out. So we have a lot of opportunities to work with people on that. And one of my favorite things that we're doing right now is also bringing the wineries in the house. So that's really kind of cool for the valley.
Yeah.
So we work with the wineries and find out what kind of wines the guests are looking for. Ask them a bunch of different questions about, are you reds, whites, are you really looking for the Pinot Noirs, are you wanting to try some unique Oregon wines? But bring a tasting room into the house, and they bring in all the wines, and they set up all the tasting experience, and then the guests don't even have to leave.
See, that's cool, just going above and beyond to create like an awesome experience that you wouldn't be able to find elsewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
How many properties does Lifestyle Properties manage right now?
Yes, so we currently have 25 properties. We operate primarily Newburgh to McMinnville. We have homes in Carlton, and then we're really excited that we're going to be expanding to Amity this year, as well as Sherwood. So we're branching out a little bit, but we also want to stay very local because we have boots on the grounds for all of our guests. So when our guests check in, they actually check in with a local representative. We're there to greet them and welcome them and offer them concierge services. We want to make sure that every kind of client that's coming has somewhere to stay. So whether you're just coming as a couple or if you're coming as a big family, we range from our 1-bedroom and studio suites at the downtown Yamhill Flats in Newburgh, all the way up to currently we're at the Brookside Retreat right now, and this is a property that has 2 homes on it, and it can accommodate up to 22 guests. So we have the overnight lodging, but it's also an event center, so we can do weddings for up to 200 people here. And there's also a fishing pond on site. There's a mile worth of walking trails. So it's just a really peaceful and serene place to come to.
All right, well, Megan, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk a little bit about Lifestyle Properties and just everything that you do from, you know, if you guys have family coming into town or you want to purchase a vacation rental, either way, you should be connecting with Megan at lifestylepropertiesoregon.com and finding out everything that you need to know there. So again, Megan, thank you so much for taking the time. We will see you guys in the next video.